guys in the room now. What does that feel like, and just what do you see from this group overall?
It feels good. Actually, it's kind of crazy. Time went by fast, and from this group, I love this group. We're having a lot of fun out here. Some that we haven't been doing as well in the past, but we out here finding out having a lot of fun, and I'm good to see what the future is going to be like.
What sort of energy have all the new guys brought to the group? Have they remotivated all of you?
Most definitely. All the new guys, they came in with a lot of intent, a lot of focus, which carries over to the field, which allows them to play more fast and allows them to play more green.
What are you trying to build on from last year? Obviously broke out with quite a few interceptions. But what are you trying to build on this year?
Just trying to just be 1% better. Like I said, I had a few interceptions, but I'm trying to. My goal is to have even more than I had last year. Just trying to have a better year as my last year here as a Baylor Bear.
How can the coverage group as a whole kind of boost from what happened last year?
Just staying focused. Just all distractions, the outside noises. Don't let that get to us. Just focus on our job, what we got to do each and every down, and we'll be fine.
I mean, you say you hear kind of talk about last year and how it went. Do you use that as motivation, or do you put it behind you? How do you process that information?
I most definitely use it as motivations. Like I said, we hear and we see all the comments that's been made about us. So, we all use it as fuel. We use it as motivation, and we're just trying to come out here and compete and be the best we can be.
Second year with Coach Aranda being more hands-on. Has there been more tweaking, that kind of thing, or is it are you getting comfortable in it now?
Most definitely. I'm definitely getting more comfortable than I ever been since I've been here. Coach Aranda, he allows us to play more free. He allows us to do a lot of coverages that a lot of teams don't do. So that's a good thing for us in the back end.
Who are a couple guys who've stepped up to you that you've seen so far?
I have to say both the Turners, Tyler Turner, Devin Turner. They new guys. They came in. Like I said earlier, those are one of the guys who has a lot of intent with what they do each and every day. And DJ, Sim, just all of those guys. We all got a different mindset, and like I said, I can't wait for what the fall's gonna look like.
Okay, Micah Gifford was a wide receiver last year, and now he's with all of you. Mm-hmm. How has that been? What has that process been like for you, welcoming in a wide receiver to your ranks?
At first, because we used to go against him every day. So with him joining, I was happy with adding another addition to the dark side. So it's good having him on our side. It's good helping him grow as a player. Whenever he needs, I'm here for him. So it's good just having him around.
Is he coming along?
Yeah, most definitely. He is. He's getting the hang of things.
How has it been transitioning here and just kind of being part of the group? What's that been like for you?
It's been a real fun transition. I really enjoy the group, enjoy my coaches. It's really fun dynamic. It's really it's not too much seriousness, but we're loud. We're joking around, but we still get our work done. We still do what we need to do. But I like what we have going on. I like the dynamic in the room. I like Baylor as a whole. So I'm enjoying this transition.
I guess, what do you bring to this group, and what do you hope to add to this group?
Well, I would say some experience. I've been playing 4 years, so some experience, some of the things I see, I'm able to pick up things a little bit faster than others, so I would say that's the biggest thing, and, my tackling and just making plays.
There are a lot of older guys in the room. How beneficial is that to you guys, and can you elevate your game from that?
It's very beneficial. So, coming in, I didn't really know the playbook all that well, so being able to talk to them and kind of really figure out, what I have to do and what my job is, it's really helped me play faster, really helped me, get in tune to the playbook and able to talk to others, and not just my position group, but others like the linebackers or corners.
What about Baylor attracted you, or what are you looking for when you were in the portal, I guess?
I guess one thing, it is closer to home. It's always good to be closer to home. Got to be back in Texas. But then I would say the coaching staff, the reputation Coach Aranda and Coach Powledge have, and then putting guys in the NFL at the safety position, I was like, that's a big, that's a big highlight for me. And I was like, that's big for me. I'm like, that's what my dreams and aspirations are to go. So I'm like, why not put myself in those situations to be a part of a good defense and be under a good staff?
Did you have any previous relationships with any of the players or coaches before you came here?
So actually, Duke DeRay, he was like an analyst here. So he was actually previously at Northwestern. So when I was got into the portal, he was like one of the first people to hit me up and talk to me, and I totally forgot he was at Baylor. And then he hit me. I was like, yeah, right, he is at Baylor. So that's been nice to have that connection here. Then I have somebody else in academic who was also at Northwestern as well. So I had a little bit of connections here.
How much does that experience in a Big Ten school? How much does that help you coming here?
I would say it helps big time because, the game speed is completely different. Like, it's just going from here to there, understanding the playbook, understanding what everybody's job is, and, understanding what plays might come in certain situations. Like, that's a big help. Makes you play a whole lot faster than others.
Are you at one position more than another, or where do they have you right now?
Right now I'm mostly at our free safety spot into the boundary. So,
How much do players, coaches talk about last year as someone who wasn't here and didn't experience how that went? How much do they talk about that?
we talk about it more as a way to get better and build off of that year. So we don't talk about it as much as people think we do, but we're just mostly using it as an example for things we can do better or things that we did good from last year to build and to carry it into next year or this year, really.
What's that been like working with Coach Powell?
Oh, man, it's been amazing, man. He knows a lot about the game. He knows a lot about the position and breaks. He's really helped me out with some of my technique things I need to fix, and he's really made the transition easy from learning plays and knowing what plays are coming. So.
From the safety side, what have you seen from the wide receivers? Have any of those guys really stood out to you?
I mean, these guys are fast. Tell you one thing, these guys are fast. Ashton, I know he was a transfer, not a transfer, but yeah, he was transfer. Cole Wilson, transfer too. Like, those guys are some great players. And then J Cam, he's big body, can really catch the ball. So, like, we got a nice little receiving core that I like here that's pushing us, like iron sharpen iron. That's what we have going on every practice.
Lots of new faces with your group this year. I guess how have the new people meshed with all of you, and what are your expectations for the group this year?
We meshed good. I feel like I was the same way last year, so I kind of helped those guys come in. But just our room is great character guys, great people here in Baylor in general. So I think it was an easy transition.
I remember if you had to get a waiver or something, or just coming back. What was that decision, just to come back for another year, that kind of thing?
It was a long process. It was a hurtful process, of course, going down, getting hurt. I did have to get a waiver or whatever to come back another year. But like I said, it was a long process, but I'm just blessed and happy that I could come back another year.
So did they count that as a redshirt year then?
Yes.
Injury redshirt year?
Yes, sir.
How are you trying to build your game, and you back to 100% right now?
Yes, I'm back to 100%, and I'm just building my game. Whatever I think I need to work on, whatever I didn't do well, like practice a day, that's what I'm just working on constantly.
I mean, with this extra year for you, have your goals changed? Like, have you set any personal goals for yourself this year?
My goals ain't changed. They're the same. Probably made more goals since, I kind of had a setback with the injury. So if anything, it's plenty more goals. But, yeah, it's the same goals plus more.
How tough was that not to be out there, in a stretch when the defense or when the team was playing really well, winning those last 6 games?
It was very tough. A lot of people don't know, but, I kind of had to go to some mentor and kind of like therapy things because that was just the first real injury and just not being with the team. And maybe it was not knowing if I could get the year back. So it was really tough on me and still trying to be there for my guys. So it was very hard. But thanks to Baylor coaches, my teammates, they've made it easier with me just bringing me in and the people that helped me.
Are you flexible enough where you could play like any of the positions? Like, because I know Star kind of fits in that area as well. Can you play any of them? Or?
Yes, sir. I'm flexible enough to play strong safety, free safety, star. I did at my past school, but here I've been more star. But yes, sir.
Got to keep the Turners.
Yeah.
You got to keep the Turners and the Devins.
Turners and the Devin. I guess what's the how does it feel to be here? What's the transition been like? How's the process been kind of getting in with this group?
Yeah, it's been smooth. I mean, Coach Powell and the guys here, they've made it really, really easy, really simple. I was committed here in high school, so I know some of the people around the building and the facilities. So, it's been just like home, honestly.
Did you already have a relationship with Coach Powell from before? Or?
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, he's been recruiting me since my sophomore year in high school, and so, we've been had a relationship somewhat. Him and my mom too. He's been like a kind of a mentor in a way for a while now, and so it's just been really easy, coming and getting coached by him.
What are some of your personal goals for this season, first year at Baylor?
I mean, honestly, I'm trying not to have any personal goals. I'm trying not to put too many expectations on the season, kind of just be a team guy. You know, and when the team success is rolling, individual success comes with that. So.
I guess what do you want to bring to this group? A group that certainly had its ups and downs last season. What do you bring to this group?
Yeah, I think just trying to bring some maturity. As far as knowing the game and having run kind of a similar playbook at Oregon. Kind of bringing my insight and what I've learned over there and bringing it over here. To kind of improve the group in any way I can. And yeah, just be kind of a not older guy, but kind of a leader in a way as much as I can be. And just fit in where I get in.
Is Devyn Bobby kind of the leader in that room? Or,
Yeah.
I mean, because he's one of the older guys, or maybe the older guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, D-Bob, he's a great dude, man. He knows his playbook. Very good player, very knowledgeable. Leader. He's been here, so he knows the ins and outs and everything that comes with it. So he's been a great leader so far.
Good.
Nice.
Appreciate
Awesome.
you.
Appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Absolutely.